Hey everybody, Pastor Joseph here with your daily Spirit Lift. Being and taking care of yourself is really important, right? And body care is super, super important. You can go to Amazon and find out what you should be eating, and you can have a nutritionist at your healthcare company talk with you and work with you, a dietitian. You can go on to YouTube and find how much water you should drink a day and all that kind of stuff. Important, important, important. Then there is mental health, right? There's bodily health. Then there's mental health. And we talk about how to stave off Alzheimer's. And there are some theories out there about foods you should eat that are good for your brain and activities that you should do that are good for your brain to try and keep yourself young and to keep your brain working on firing on all cylinders. And then, of course, there's social health. We talk about self-care. Make sure you take all the vacation that's allotted to you. In American culture, there is a lot of stuff going on about taking care of yourself. The problem seems to me, and this occurred to me last night when we were talking at our church governing board, we talk about everything except spirituality. How do you care for your spirit? And that may sound kind of weird. That may kind of sound like a very strange statement to make, especially if you don't have a good handle of what spirituality is all about. Spirituality is one of those words that has a sort of movable definition depending on who you talk to. And everybody has a spirit, whether you are a believer in God or not. Everybody has a spirit. It's part of who you are. The spirit of adventuresomeness, or the spirit of reservation. You're a more quiet person. Maybe your spirit is more reserved. You don't need to be a believer to know that you have a spirit. I personally am a believer, and I believe that your spirit needs nurturing in the same way that your body needs to be nurtured, in the same way that you need to have a good diet in order to keep yourself healthy. So what I encourage you to do is think about, what is it that I need to do to nurture my spirit? And that's why I'm in spiritual direction. Spiritual direction is about nurturing people's spirits, talking with people about where their spirit is and how their spirit can be cared for. I think it's really important. It's one of the things we don't teach often, even in the church or in seminaries, to find a mentor and find a person who can teach you how to take care of your spirit, who can teach you how to nurture your spirit and give your spirit what your spirit needs during this time of your life. Let's find a mentor. And some people are kind of like afraid of that. They're like, I'm not really sure I want to do that. Some people, just experiment a little bit with finding a mentor. And if they are a good spiritually grounded mentor, they will be perfectly fine with talking to you about how they can mentor you. Or if you're not a good fit, a spiritual companion or friend, if there's somebody you want to read the scripture with, if there's someone that you want to enter into a more formal relationship, like the kind of work that I do in spiritual direction. I encourage you to find somebody who seems like the most spiritually grounded person you know and talk to them about this and say, I need for myself to not only take care of my body in terms of exercise and diet and eating right and all that kind of stuff. I need to take care of my mind to make sure that I keep my mind healthy and limber. And I also need to take care of my spirit. And I'm not sure I'm doing that. I hope to share more with you later about some spiritual best practices for your spirit. Problem with that is everybody's different, right? You don't prescribe the same diet for everybody. An infant has a different diet than a 50-year-old, and a 70-year-old has a different diet than both of those. Same with your spirit. Your spiritual diet, your spiritual care is going to be different depending on who you are. But I'll try and give you some broad outlines in some future talks. All right, I love you all and miss you all. Feel free to comment below and reach out to me if you have any questions. And we will talk with you soon. I hope you're having a blessed day.